Oh God, I forgot the password to my Wi-Fi. Well, have you ever wondered how safe your personal data is when you're surfing the World Wide Web or even changing your smartphones these days? Well, it's not safe at all if you don't take precautions. And up next, Vani Agarwal tells you why.
In this fast-moving world of technology, we take our personal data very lightly, especially when we're downloading apps, changing smartphones, or even saving passwords for multiple sites. Now, we caught up with Jay Bavisi, who's the President and CEO of EC Council, and he gave us tips, tricks, and precautions that you guys should take when you're dealing with your personal data.
Whenever you go to any website that requires a username or password inclusion, it may or may not be a banking site. When you read the URL, it says HTTP. You're looking for one more letter at the back of it. That's a S. It must be HTTPS, right? Because you want to make sure that when you are giving this username and password, it's being taken in an encrypted manner. So I think that if you understood that, if you had firewalls in place, if you look at these basics, I think the first level of protection will take place. You know, the biggest problem is people tend to use the same password for multiple applications because, you know, the problem is memory. You don't want to remember. So there are two tips. A, there are a lot of softwares out there that actually store passwords for you and auto-generate an encrypted password for you. What else can you do that's easy? I would say make your password a sentence. So instead of you saying that my password is ABC123 Apple, right? Why don't you say I ran across the tree before I fell, right? And at that point in time, instead of an A, you can replace the A with the number 4. But now you would remember each and every time a sentence, right? Or for example, I love to eat bhel puri, right? But instead of an I, you put a number 1. Now you have an alphanumeric password, is long enough, it's easy to remember, and it's not complicated. Well, when you're switching, remember whatever you do not see on your phone does not mean that it doesn't exist, right? This is the basics that you learn in computer forensics. So if you have information on your Android phone, right, you've got to make sure you wipe it clean. There are many apps out there that will actually allow you. Most phones already have it as part of the factory settings that allow you to actually wipe it. And you know, depending on the kind of phone you have, it allow you to either wipe it 7 times. So what happens is that the hard disk is actually formatted and then they rewrite it with raw data again, and then they wipe it and they rewrite it. And that will render the data that's there useless. But if you were to just take a phone and you say, all right, I'm just going to delete it one time, and you throw it out in the market, just by using a simple software, I'll be able to recover all the data in there. Which means now your personal safety is at risk because you might have stored some documents with your bank passwords, you might have account numbers, all that information is open to me. My recommendation to a user that has a phone that they want to hand over to a dealer is to be extremely paranoid, and the more that they format would be better for the data. But again, the lifespan of the phone is going to come down. So I would recommend that they format the phone at least 7 times before they give it away to any user out there.
So what is our take back from Jay Bavisi? Well, firstly, whenever you're making a password, it needs to be secure and lengthy. Try encrypting your data. And thirdly, whenever you're making an online transaction, it needs to be on an HTTPS website.